It's an honor to be here and a great privilege. It all started, in my grandma's kitchen. I think I was around 12 when I started my first fruit business. I dropped out of school in the 7th grade because I was bored. In Panama, in those countries, even the elementary school is more advanced than places like the U.S. But I learned with my great-grandfather, who was also my godfather, and the person who named me. So I retained the root of my name, Aris, A-R-I-S. And as you know, when the Greeks got a hold of it, they added patronyms and suffixes and all kinds of stuff to it to come up with aristocracy, Aristotle, you name it. But the root is the son of the greatest. So my great-grandfather, he just knew that he was the greatest. And in my eyes, he was, because my eyes saw for his eyes as well. So growing up with this man, wow. Walking him around the streets, panhandling, that's where I got my foundation, of the science of life. And that's the word. That's the key word that a lot of us are missing today, life. What is life? Why are we here? Obviously, we don't regard it to the level of its value. We see the world is sick. Why sick? Why do we have so many diseases today? Humanity is more sicker today than ever. And we have battalions of medical runners, pharmacists, hospitals, teaching hospitals, you name it, nurses, first responders. I mean, it's damn. Why are we sick? Well, family, the secret is out. You don't have to be sick. It's not part of living. It is not part of life at all. And I can testify at 77, I'm still carrying my load and the load for others as well. What is it that's going on with us today for us to looking at food now even as medicine? What the heck? Food is not medicine. You should never be sick. And for those of you who are sick and been coming to medicine and going all over the world for healing, shamanic stuff, drinking ayahuasca, smoking whatever, your brain out. On a collision course with your own life. Giving it up, one bite at a time. I'm not a healer. I did not bring you a bag of medicine, a pocket of medicine, nothing at all. At 77, no animals in my gut for 54 years. No death in my life. For 48 years, no cooked food as you know it. My food is cooked by Ra, R-A, the sun. Sun rays, that's what I eat. Sun drops, mangoes, cherries, tomatoes, you name it. Eat the sun. And not, the ways that we have been taught in modern days. Go sun gazing, go do something, get into a ritual. It's not about a ritual, it's about living. It's not about becoming, it's about being. I am. Yes, they call me the soul of food. My greatest student lived to be 96 and was on stage even at that age before she passed on. The longest living vegetarian, I'm still stuck in the 60s. I can't bring it to say that word that curse word, vegan. Come on now, I am not one of those. I'm not slutty. I'm not faking. We're here. Cicely Tyson, you heard of her? Cicely Tyson, look her up. Ask Dummy, pull out Dummy out your pocket, ask Dummy, Cicely Tyson. Yeah. Certified with me in 1999 in New York City. When she introduced me backstage to the audience at her play, A Trip to Bountiful, she said, meet the God of food. Same words I heard in India in 2014. You could look up the video on YouTube. Look me up in Chennai, India, 2014 at Anna University. You'll even see the banner that I posted that was up on the university, entrance to the university. Say, Dr. Aris, the raw food magic. And on the bottom of that, I'm like, what the heck is this? Is this a credential? Black vegetarian. On the banner, one of my titles, Black Vegetarian. And I'm in Chennai. I'm in Chennai. I didn't realize it till they sent the welcome posse to pick me up, to meet me. And the photo of me and the 5 welcome posse young ladies. Oh, up here? Man, I wish you had given me a wireless. I like to, yeah, I can't do that with this. I don't need this guy, no, thank you. All right. Yeah, I still got my voice. Got 2022, and my nerves are steady. For 54 years, no animal and no B12. No B12 patch. None of that. Severe B12 deficiency, yeah. I could drop it right on the table, my medical report. Since I became 70, I had to get my driver's license renewed every 2 years. And you have to have the medical exam, the urine, the everything. It's up on Facebook. I haven't put it on Instagram yet because I don't know who's on Instagram, but I have a huge following. But if I had posted my medical report, the honey posse would not have jumped on me when I called honey sweet vomit. And the mushroom posse would not have jumped on me when I called mushrooms athlete's foot. Yeah, you know, you see mushrooms between the trunk of a dead tree. They sprouting up. Fungus. Yeah. Frog shit. Yeah, that's what they, Wikipedia, no, they say frog, what they call it? Excrement or something like that. They're a little more formal. So stop telling people you're full of shit. Bullshit. Just say frog shit. If you're eating all that mushrooms and creating all that yeast, and you know, they saw you woke, and they came after you through another door. Medicinal mushrooms. What the heck? Medicinal mushroom. Is this in the same bag as they have nutritional yeast? Yeast is yeast, god damn. Nutrition? What does the word nutritional yeast has to do with yeast? If it's yeast, how could it be nutritional? Wake up. Yeah, wake up. We see it all over the place. You don't have to be sick. There's no reason why you should need medicine. All the damn medicine, y'all. I lived up in ayahuasca country, Alto Paraíso, yeah, in Brazil. Ayahuasca festival, the last week of January, first week of February, all the shamans come. Boil those tree plants and go off in another place. We all like to escape right now, but it's not an escape. I know you're searching, but you are it. You are you. You are your own God. We've been disconnected. We're heavenly bodies out here floating off of earth, hanging off of earth. Our connection to the universe is through the plants, but yet I came through a track that we call from plan to plant to planet to planting to planetary. But yet they got you now on plant base. If plant is the base, what the heck is on it? What the heck? Nanoparticles? Yeah, or whatever else. Where the gates? No, I don't mean those gates. I mean the one with the bill. Yeah, nanoparticles. Vaccine. But anyway, you know, you could tell I'm from the 60s. Yeah. Brooklyn. Yeah, the hood. Straight from the forests of Panama, the rainforest where I was born in Lake Gatun. I'm a griot, they call me, in African linguistics. And I did study linguistics. I have a master's in linguistics. So let's talk. Yeah, let's talk life. Yeah, a griot is an oral historian. So I love to talk, and I got enough to talk, especially today. Ask the Oxford Encyclopedia. They say I am the Oxford Encyclopedia of Food and Drink in America, 2004 and 2012 edition, acclaimed me as the father of ethical gourmet raw food cuisine in America. Oh, I mean the world. You know, America and they the world. Everybody follow them. I lived there for 36 years, and I unfollowed. 24 years ago, I moved from there. I've been enjoying the rest of the world. Free as a bird, just like the place I was born, Birdland, Panama. Panama is a place where you would find all the big bees, the birds, the bats, the bees, the butterflies, and the bugs. And you know where they hang out, it's about fruit. It's about fruit. We have, as Victoria said, it's about a 700-acre farm. We have everything, all of the exotics, well, 75 of them. Sometimes I get it, you know, a little exaggerated, but what we don't have is in Panama, or it comes through there because of the canal. My grandfather built the Panama Canal, yeah, with a pick and a shovel. Migrant worker, 1904, built the canal. 85% of the world maritime traffic comes through the canal. You know, my grandfather was a wise man. We had a yard about this size here, this tent right here. But everything beyond the tent was forest, rainforest. Everywhere we go, there's fruits, there's everything all over the place. We ate fresh. Anything we ate was fresh. I was born in 47. And during that time, living on the U.S. Panama Canal Zone, of course I was denied citizenship by birth. And you know, I mean, anybody reads the U.S. Constitution, said if you're born in America or any land that America occupies, you are an American citizen. But they denied my grandfather American citizenship because John McCain's father, who grew up close to where I was born, got his son, John McCain, an American. But I had to take on Panamanian citizenship by default because my grandfather was paid in silver and John McCain's father was paid in gold. So my grandfather, when we went to the commissary, we had to go through the door that said silver. His people go through the one that says gold. My grandfather was paid in silver coins. We lived in Silver City. They lived on the Gold Coast. So we could not go in the door with gold because we didn't have gold. So we couldn't eat high on the hog. We had to get the pigtail. Grandma would boil that in the big pot of anything she was cooking so we can all at least get a taste of it. But it was a blessing. So we had to eat out of the forest. And everything we ate was fresh. Even if it was fish, we had to catch it the same day because we didn't even have an ice box. Yeah, living in the U.S. Yeah, during, the era it was. So as a revolutionary in the 60s in Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn, coming in there at the age of 17 and getting introduced to Sloppy Joe, hot dog, hamburgers, and the full spectrum of the SAD diet, the standard American diet. Wow, I was trashed in 2 years. Then I went out to college, met up with the hippies, back to the land. Yeah, the Black Power movement. Yeah, the Vietnam War movement, the Rice War movement. Yeah, hell no, we won't go. So coming full circle, the journey has taken me around the world. I've visited 90 countries. I think I lived all over the U.S. I tried living here about 2003. 30 days, I was gone. I was, oh no, woo. I told her, ship my container back to Jamaica. I may as well go back to New York. But anyway, it's cool right now because y'all got a lot of good food out here. You have access. You have privilege. Well, the Queen's Bank. I lived in the Cayman Islands. Yeah, still owned by the Queen. I was there as an artist in residence because of what I do. So I was invited to live in the Cayman Islands just to do what I do, live. I've traveled, I've done so much, but my passion is what we're doing now. Bringing this message, bringing this information that you don't have to be sick. You don't have to be wearing glasses, crutches on your face. All of these things. It's just one thing leads to another. The food in our life is not what we want. It's the life in our food that we're seeking. We cannot get life from death. You cannot boil a carrot and plant it. It's not going to grow. And what makes you think is going to make you grow? Eating a dead carrot, eating rice, potatoes, macaroni, somebody's falafel up in the corner over there, or any other dead food. When you cook anything, any living entity, plants, animals, or human beings, above the highest recorded temperature ever on the planet, 136 degrees Fahrenheit, you're talking Death Valley, California. Yeah. All that food you eat is dead. And you educated, you woke, you hip. You're taking plant medicine, dead medicine, smoking the ganja. Shit, as much ganja been smoked in Jamaica, why they ain't healed yet? That nation should be healed by now. Some point you got to stop smoking ganja if you become healed. If the herb is for the healing of the nation, why is the nation still smoking herb? It should have been done healed already. Why are we taking ayahuasca, trying to go back or go for, I don't know what we're trying to do, or whatever we're doing. Cacao. Cacao is a drug. I mean, moderation. You're all right, but damn. The fat in cacao, cocoa butter? About in the 70s, on the label it said for external use only. Yeah, cacao, butter. And the clowns in the raw food circus, when they came in as pirates and went down there, following on Columbus Trail and ripping off people's cacao, literally, and bringing it up north and planting a tree in Central Park, trying to absorb themselves, trying to relieve their karma. But look at them today. How are we going to justify all of what we're doing and bringing ourselves to the point where we are right now, that we are sick? Diabetes, you name it, it's crazy all over the world. Prostate cancer, all kinds of stuff is going on. But exhale. Life is here. We need to come back to the land. If you can't live on it, then do something to access real food. Supermarket food, natural food stores, market food. Yeah, that helps, that works if you need it, but please, we really need to know where our food is coming from now. You need to know the source of your food. You are what you eat. There's some wonderful foods out here all over the world. We need to just come home. Come home to self, defend and protect our lives. Be our own doctor. And if you want to hire a doctor, then you should manage him like how you manage anybody else that works for you, or her. But if we are ill, the first protocol of healing obviously should be to remove the cause. Get it off the plate. But no, we're taking crutches, herbs, and all of these things to remove the blockage and create open space so we can put more of the cause in, more of the problem in. So let's come on home, come back to life. Yes, food is medicine if you're sick, if you need it. But someday you're going to get well. Otherwise, the medicine is not working. So when we get well, where are we? What are we supposed to eat? Yes, plants, plant food, but whole, cooked by the sun. The sun is the only chef on this planet. He's cooking our food right now, right here, our apples, right here, 12 hours. Or some of us live so far behind God's back, we only get maybe 2 or 3 months out of the year. And then we end up eating blubber or other fats and things like that, trying to insulate ourselves. The human body is 70% liquid, moisture. We should be consuming at least 70% moisture every day. So you can look all these things up. All this information is at our disposal today. But the science of food that I share, which we call the electromagnetic energies of food, that any food that grows above your arm's reach is electrical by nature. Any food that grows beneath your arm's reach is magnetic by nature. And what grows within your arm's reach is electromagnetic. And what are we talking about? We're talking about two complementary forces, the sun and the gravitational pull of the earth. Yes, creating that balance, that harmony, that electromagnetic vibration. The higher the food grows, the more electrical it is. The deeper it grows, the lower it grows, obviously, the more magnetic it is. So the sun, we're reaching up to the sun. The highest growing tree on the planet that yields food. Not necessarily the highest, I mean, we know some huge one, but the coconut tree generally, you see it straight up all the time. As it is above, so it is below. 100 feet up, straight up into the sky, 100 feet down into the earth, the roots. Going down, getting water out of Mama Earth. This is the real Pachamama experience here. The coconut tree is a male energy, it's a phallic. It's an obelisk. And the sun, the big engineer, the chef, facilitating that water from Mama, the bosom of the earth, that's got that coconut tree. I got you, baby. Anchored. And pumping water up into this filter. That tree is a filter. I do drink water. But Victoria said, I don't drink water as you know it. No spring water, no bottled water. Damn, bottled water, you know, water, when it's stagnant, it does one or two things. It grows moss or it smells stink, or both, stink and moss. Why does our bottled water that's stagnant doesn't grow? Why it doesn't smell stink? Why is it? Damn. We have to reevaluate a lot of what we've been taught. Water is life. Yeah, they selling you, yeah, spring water. That's cool. Mineral water. Yeah, that's cool. All kind of, but you know, the mineral in the water that they're selling you, it's inorganic. The trees have to process it and turn it into an organic form. Human beings cannot process inorganic minerals. You cannot process the sodium in salt. Why are we using salt? What is the nutritional value of salt? It's a dagger. It's killing you. You don't need salt, especially that salt. It's inorganic. It doesn't leave the body. It builds up. You hit the 50 or somewhere out there, and the doctor's going to tell you lower your sodium intake. Yeah, inorganic sodium intake. Why? Your capacity to stash it, to hide it, you have no more space. What is the nutritional value? 0. It's creating a lot of problems, not just the sugar, it's the salt as well. But you pack those two together with oil, salt, sugar, and fat. That's the flavor you are hooked on. And your body cannot break it down at all. So there's so much. What do I have? 60 minutes? I'm through, right? Yeah, 600 hours. I'm condensing it in these few minutes. Thanks for the respect, but they deserve a whole lot more than this. You deserve more than this. So you go do the work. You go do the research. I'm here to spark you. So you can come to our booth. Juice is. Juice is. You want to get juiced. You need to make juice, fresh juice. You need living water. You don't need blank, empty water, recycled toilet water, purified water. Recycled toilet water, bottle, all of this stuff. It's empty. It's blank. Does nothing to your life. It dilutes everything it comes in contact with, even you. And you were educated. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. Dilute your life. Go ahead. You want water with life. Coconut water. Electrolytes. The most electrical food on the planet. More electrolytes than anything. The original sports drink. They sell it to you in cans. They deactivate it, boil it, flash pasteurize it. All the nice, things that you love to spend your money on. Coconut oil, raw, extra virgin, cold pressed, organic coconut oil. Come on now. Come and let us teach you how to make coconut cream. You would throw that oil in the trash bin. This damn raw food circus. What they doing out there? Making more money? Anyway, damn, I gotta go. Let's. All right, love you, family. Appreciate you so much. And I'm doing a workshop, a food certification course, 21 hours, just quickly, the 25th through the 27th. And I'm doing that when I come back from Ibiza. I'm heading to Ibiza the 19th. We have a whole lot all over the world. And this is why we're here, to bring this little message to you, to spark you so you can go do your thing. But look me up online, just Aris _Latham. The name of the company is Sunfired, Yes, the food is cooked by the sun. So anyway,
Well, we thought we would have some time for Q&A actually, so I'm hoping
Q&A.
that you're still happy to
I'm
stick
ready.
around.
Yeah, of course.
Do we have any questions from the audience for Aris? Yes, this gentleman over here. Hold on.
Hello, brother.
Yes, sir.
So you said cacao, ayahuasca, mushrooms ain't that good for us.
I didn't say they're not good for you. Excuse me.
I want to know your verdict on why you think all them medicines are what you said.
Okay. The original, natural, and best food for human consumption. We've been on this planet for at least 1,000,000 years. 1,000,000 years at least. The advent of fire. When did we start using fire? Figure it out. What do we eat before the advent of fire? How do we do our ayahuasca before the advent of fire? How do we, mushrooms, are we talking cultivated mushrooms or wild mushrooms? You know how much cultivated mushrooms are produced? Do you know the word chaga? You like that mushroom. It's very, the word, as a linguist, I know that word is so close to the Latin, Spanish word, llaga, which means scab. Doesn't that spot on that tree look like that chaga is a scab? Well, we call it, spores, but it's sores, right? It's sores, spores. The English is, it's about 80% Latin, the vocabulary of English. So we're talking, this food is growing in darkness. Cultivated mushroom is growing in darkness and is sponging off of some dead, half dead something, a piece of dead wood or something. There's 3 essential foods for human consumption that we have to have: sunshine, oxygen, and living water. So we're to eat our sunshine. So to eat foods that don't grow. Well, actually, mushrooms is not food. It does say it in Wikipedia. But again, why do we need medicine? Let's not get sick. And if we get sick, and if ayahuasca is going to heal us, why do we need more after we heal? Oh, it didn't heal us, or what happened?
Just more answers, more into your journey. It opens so many more doors. Mushrooms do the same. Ayahuasca, cacao is like a strong antioxidant and can make you really relax.
So because I don't take ayahuasca, mushrooms, and those things, you're saying my door is open, is closed?
People that have lived in that, I've come from, grew up, not knew a lot, had to find a lot of things out for myself, lived in the dark, putting very bad chemicals into my body. I've had to come out of that and open my doors again in from my brain.
Look,
I've had to go through the darkness to come into the light.
I don't take anything off of anybody's plate. I am not telling you don't do ayahuasca at all. I'm not telling you don't do mushroom at all. I'm just telling you I don't do those things. And for me, my light is bright. At 77, I am not heading down Alzheimer's lane. My crystal ball is getting sharper and brighter. Because I don't take any B12, they say I'm supposed to be a nervous wreck. And my brain, my mind should be very forgetful. Huh? Yeah.
You've got the freshness, bro.
Scared what?
Freshness.
Excuse me? Did someone say something?
He said you've got the freshness. Oh yeah. I said, you've got the freshness, the organic stuff, man. It's hard to get that here, man. It's hard.
Great. Thank you so much for answering that question, Aris. I have a lady here who has another question for you.
Yes.
Good morning, Aris. Thank
Good
you
morning.
very much for being here. My name is Rebecca. And I really appreciate that you've given us this spark of knowledge and that we can take that away and learn more. My question is, how do you ensure that you're drinking the water that you want to drink, the way that you want to drink it when you're travelling? How do you ensure that you're drinking, because you said you do drink some water, so how do you ensure that you're drinking water when you're moving away from running water sources?
Okay, so I flew from Panama to Amsterdam, 9.5 hours. My flight left at 7 p.m. I drank a gallon and a half, 6 liters, within 12 hours before I got on the plane. And I sat near the restroom because I filled my tank up, overflow. And I just kept urinating. I didn't take any water on the plane. I didn't bring it. I can't take any liquid on. Hung out in Amsterdam for a couple of hours in the airport, came here. And we're talking, I'd spent probably about 20 hours without taking anything. So I custom myself and I give myself what I need. First of all, I do not eat any starch, complex carbohydrates, complicated sugar, or supposed to be turned into sugar. Complex carbohydrates, starch, grains, beans, and deep roots, pure starch. And you look up every single one of those foods in those categories: corn, rice, potato, wheat, all of those things. They're all starch. Ask expert Wikipedia or Google, how long have human beings been eating corn, potato, rice? Less than 10,000 years ago, we've been experimenting. Our sugar should be simple carbohydrate. So I consume a good 90% fruits, food that come with seeds, and of those, the great majority of them are high in moisture. Very little fat. Avocados, some nuts and seeds, they have to be pre-soaked and they have to be processed, and all of these things. So I stay quite hydrated. So I'm not, and I know, I've been in the food business for a good 50 years. And I've been traveling to 90 different countries. And I know not to look for food out there. But I'm blessed. You know, I started in the food business 45 years ago. I started Sunfired Foods in Harlem, New York. And everybody I've met in those 45 years, we've been on the same path. I didn't have to fit in or go out of my way or go hustle and find where's my food. But we have to take care of that. Each one of us individually, it's self-defense or self-proactive, living. So you need to know where you're going to get your stuff. Otherwise, you're absent from your reality. So yeah, we go, but anyway, you got the point.
Thank you, Aris, so much. We've got another question here. If there's a few more questions, we've got maybe 5-10 more minutes, so I'll go to this person.
Hello there, my name's Louise. Thank
Hi,
you so
Louise.
much for sharing all your lovely knowledge. Your point about coconut water, so I totally agree with you. I've got a memory, I lived in Brazil for a short while and I got really sick and was taken to a hospital in Salvador, and I was given coconut water for a UV drip to make me better. So
right.
You are very right on that front. But I live in a city, I live in London and I live by the coast, but obviously buying coconuts or buying coconut water is not the same as getting coconut water from a coconut from a tree. So if I wanted to start that journey of implementing having more coconut water in my life, how would you suggest going about it if I live in a city or in a place where you can only buy it in carton supermarkets or?
Well, the next best thing, but we use coconut water as the prime example because you see it. And I mean, you know, we speak in the Queen's language. So, you know, they call it coconut water. It's water. But also, you have watermelon. It's water. It's water. The watermelon vine is a water hose that taps into an underground spring and pumps water out of that spring through that hose. Yeah, it doesn't grow high. It's 99% water, 99% electrical, but it doesn't grow high. But you can hang it on this right here, and you see it going up. It's a vine. It can go up, but it will run down the road another mile. And every step, every so many yards, so many feet, is bottling water. Watermelon. Water that is flavored as melon. Watermelon is water. It's 99% water. It's packaged. It's bottled. Coconut water is bottled. That's a bottle. That thing you call a coconut, that's a bottle. That big watermelon is a water bottle. Pineapple, water, you call it juice, so you get confused. It's pineapple water. Orange water. Lettuce water, spinach water. You can't deal with the sugar because all the fruits got too much sugar because you're eating starch. You cannot eat complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrate in the same body. You either go with starch or fruits for your sugar. If you go with fruits, you have direct sugar. If you go with starch, you have to turn your body into a refinery and make sugar from starch, from complex carbohydrate. So you got to be out there running like a boat. But we're sitting on the couch. So the whole thing with water, the water has to be filtered by a plant. You have apples out here. Damn, we don't have apples in Panama. Drink apple water. Look at all the apples you got right now. Catch them before the fall. They're going to pick them all before the snow, before the frost. But they got them engineered, stored in refrigerators. And so you pull this box out July 28th. The apples you get now today were picked in the fall, last year. So we're smart engineers. Well, the bankers, they took over the food basket. But you're supposed to be able to mind your life, source your water. When Columbus came to America, when we here in Europe fanned out all over the world, all over the tropics, all the shores, all the coastline, and all the tropics were nothing but coconut groves, coconut trees, wild everywhere. Enough water to feed the world. Tree Foods or food factory. That one watermelon that you buy, you don't have to buy another watermelon for the rest of your life. It's got at least 100 seeds, another 100 watermelon vine can run all over your yard. The damn planet should be overrun with food. There should not be no food shortage. One watermelon bring another potential 100 vines in there. One avocado bring another avocado tree. And that one avocado tree is going to throw 300 avocados at you every year. You don't have to climb the tree. You don't have to till the soil. You don't have to labor. No industrial or agricultural revolution. None of that BS. Just eat the food when it's ready. Cooked by the sun. Cooked to perfection for you. When that banana is ripe, it's ready. When that apple is right, it cooked perfect. And this is our, we're broken away from life. So we're reaping as we sow. Get a hold of your life, defend and protect your life, be your own damn doctor. Come on home. Come home to self. Today's self, right now. This is your reality. Right now. This is my turn right here, right now. I'm living now. I'm not living no back in Jesus' days. Or in AI days, looking forward to AI. Bullshit. This is my turn. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not sick. Anyway. No, this really, I'm like, let's go. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Yeah. Let's go to now, right here. Look at where we are, in paradise. Don't leave here, just move in. There's your bed, come on. Screw the snow, let it snow, what the heck.
Thank you so much, Aris. Thank you. Give Aris a round of applause for showing us this morning.